And there we go. We're live.
Hello.
How are you all?
Hope everyone's, I wouldn't say excited, but not too worried about tomorrow and the last day. Well, unless you have like maths and stuff next week. Oh, I actually remember how my physics paper went. Because I think that was the paper they called me out for having henna on my hand.
Right.
I don't know if you saw me in the last stream. I nearly got kicked out of my physics exam because I had henna on my hand. And for some reason, they thought I was cheating.
Yeah, sneaking answers into your art.
It was literally a flower.
I mean, you never know these days with the... I mean, I'm not really a science oriented person. I think I got a B overall at GCSE in my physics exam. I wasn't too keen on that.
I was one mark away from an A in all of my science exams.
I have no idea how many marks away. I got a B in all my sciences, but I wasn't too fussed in science, so it didn't bother me.
It bothered me because I wanted to do physics and they wouldn't let me do it because of that 1 mark.
That's annoying. If I had done my GCSEs in English, I feel like I would have done better. Because I'm from Wales, so we did all our exams in Welsh.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah. So even though I know very little science, the science I know will be a different language to the science that you know. So there's no even point me saying anything about science because it'll be like gibberish.
Oh, languages. Oh, I remember French GCSE. I was actually very good at French until it came to listening, because I was A's at writing than U's in listening, so it was just like, oof.
Yeah, I would have gladly have taken French or German at GCSE. I just didn't like my French teacher, because we had to do French from year 7 until year 9, then we got to choose. And I just wasn't feeling having another 2 years of my French teacher. I'd have probably killed myself.
We had to do, well, as soon as you come into secondary school, you had to pick French or Spanish, and then you were put into form rooms based on what you decided. So I was in a French form room, and you had to do French from year 7 all the way to year 11. That's it. Actually, it depended on what pathway you were. You didn't have to do a language in year 10, but my pathway required that I did a language, so I had to do French.
Can you still speak French then?
Je ne parle pas français. That's the only thing I know how to say. I don't speak French.
Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't that just mean I don't speak French?
And I went to France and everything, and yeah, my part of my family's French, and I just do not know how to speak it. They keep trying to speak English. Absolutely. What? I can read it, I just can't speak it or understand. I
can speak Welsh and English.
Love people that can speak a different language. I feel like that's such a great thing to have. And it's what all of my friends, every single one of my friends speak a second language apart from me.
I can speak sign language as well.
Oh, I tried to learn sign language. All I remember is the alphabet and mum.
Yeah. And I know, I'm trying to learn German as well.
I attempted to learn Mandarin, and all I remember is rice and noodles, because those were my 2 favorite words. And then ciao. I think I might be wrong. Min can tell me.
What the step up from English, like GCSE to A level? Right, in my opinion, first year A level isn't that big of a deal. Because in Wales, our A level is split into 2 like individual years. So for the first year, we do an AS level, and then the second year we do an A level. We finish off the A level sort of thing. And our ASs are like, actually it is more difficult, but it's not like, God, I can't handle this.
Oh yeah, I get you. Oh. How did you find art A level? Oh my days! If you're gonna do art A level, you have to like art, because art A level really challenges you. It's like, do you really like art? And sometimes I'm like, do I like art this much? And yeah, it's just I don't think other people understand how hard art A level is. It may be just drawing, and it may be something that you really like, but there's so much of it to do. There's like 3 minimum pieces of artwork you have to do for each researched artist, and you have to do copies, and you have to do experiments, and I did not do any experiments because I had no time. Like, my teacher emailed me today for more artwork that I have to give in so that the moderator can moderate it. So if you're going to do art A level, make sure that you are sure, because it is so much work.
Yeah, the people I know that do art, I do not envy the amount of work they have to do. I prefer exams, the coursework, and I would die in an art A level. There's just too much work to be doing throughout the year. You have quite a few questions coming. Here to the new T levels. I have no idea what T levels are.
I have no idea what that is.
It scares me, but I don't like the thought of it. Do you recommend doing law for A level if you want to be a lawyer, or do it at uni instead? It's on the shelf by the chair. Sorry about that. It's definitely not needed at all to do law at A level. You could just do it at uni. Like, I know people that just do like history, English, and like physics even at A level, and then go on to do law at uni. So it's not needed whatsoever. But you can do it if you enjoy it.
My mum did law, but she didn't do law in like uni and things. And then she ended up not wanting to do law after she did the whole degree. So that was a waste of time.
Yeah, and the last thing, there are plenty of other ways to get into law. There's a thing called SILEX, which is a way outside of university of still ending up with a law degree. Like, I know someone who's a Queen's Chancery barrister now, and he didn't go to uni to get his law degree.
It's really interesting. At one point, I wanted to be a lawyer, and I don't know what made me not want to. I wanted to be a lawyer at one point, but then I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to be good at it. I'll just talk a whole lot of rubbish. I know I'm going to get my people convicted, so I'm just like, let me stop.
It turns out your school is doing T-levels next year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Didn't even know. Well, I'm not going to be here next year, so they wouldn't have told us.
T-levels are technical levels. They'll be alongside BTECs as coursework-based qualifications. Damn.
Gap year. You're not taking a gap year, are you?
I'm taking a gap year.
You're taking a gap year. Oh, I'm not. I don't know why.
I need a gap year. I'm taking a gap.
You don't pay rent anymore. Like, I cannot hear that sentence anymore. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna miss her and everything, but still. Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing though, because I'm taking a gap year, but also me and some friends of mine renting a house together for a year.
Oh, you are so lucky. I know you've worked this out and everything, but I'm just saying, you seem like you're gonna have a lot of fun this summer and next year.
I mean, I don't know. It's just both my parents are deaf. Just they don't have a lot of money, so it's been a lot of just saving my own money, and I have a lot of working, and I'll be working the entire. It's not going to be a year-long holiday. I'm going to be working the entire time to pay for the house I'm renting.
You deserve a break.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, my gap year is my break because I get to just relax and experience in life how everyone else experiences it instead of having that safety net of school beneath me. I would definitely recommend doing a gap year if the person who asked that was considering taking a gap year.
And then when you finish uni, it's like.
Exactly, it's not scary anymore.
Because when you move to uni, you don't get the experience of, the world.
Yeah.
Because on uni campus, everything is there for you.
I feel like I sound really blocked right now. That's because I've got a cold. I've been really ill. Unfortunately, my past 2 exams I was really ill for, which is the worst thing imaginable.
Yeah.
My exam today, I was a bit better. My last exam, thankfully it started at 1:30, so I had the morning to wake up. I had more time to wake up, and it was still terrible sitting in that seat, and I was just I could feel everything just sinking inside of me to my stomach, and I felt so ill.
That was me, paper 1, and in the morning, I had it at 1:30 in the afternoon, but in the morning, my coursework for art was due, and I still hadn't finished everything. I was still rushing around in school, trying to stick stuff in and whatever, give that in, tried to look at my book, but the sickness was hurting my head, so I fell asleep. I didn't look at my notes. Then I went into the exam. I nearly fell asleep, but I had to go. I said I need the toilet just so I could walk. And then I got up a bit. I was just happy it was over.
What is media A level? You do media A level as well, don't you?
Yeah, you do media as well.
I do.
What did you do for coursework? Yeah.
We have one piece of coursework in the first year and one in the second year. First year we had to make like an advertisement for well, there's a few choices. Basically, I did advertise, like we had to do like a full like online advertisement, so like adverts that show up on like websites, and I think it might have been like a 30-second advert as well. And it had to be about like male or female perfume or like deodorant or aftershave or whatever.
So they picked up what the advert you had to do was?
No, we had two choices. I can't remember what, like they were quite vague choices. It was quite nice, but I can't remember what they were. But I remember what I did, and it was an advertisement for men's aftershave. But I can't remember like the whole scope of it. And the second year we had to make a magazine and an advert accompanying the magazine.
We did a short horror film in our first year. And then we did an advertisement based on anything you wanted it to be on in our second year. But the short horror film, honestly, was so good. You just need to pick a team that you can work well with, not just your friends. Because when you're actually having to do all the paperwork and stuff, and you're with your friends, you just get really distracted and you don't get anything done, and then the work kind of goes on to second year. So pick people that you can have fun with, but do the work with. That's all I would say. But media is a very good A level to do, I think.
I think it's enjoyable.
And I think I like the test papers for media more than I'd like it for psychology, just because it's something that I like. So it's easier to engage with it, because it's not just, biology. You know what I mean? I don't know if you understand what
I find media exams so easy. That's why I like them.
I think they're easier to revise for as well. It's literally the book that is like thinner than this book that I have here for each year. Just that content. And then when you look at all the other subjects, people have like 4-5 of these books for 1 year. So in that perspective, I like media more. Someone asked what it felt like to walk out of your last GCSE exam.
I don't remember what it felt like to walk out of that exam, but I remember that summer so vividly, and it was just so lovely. Little did I know that A-levels were waiting for me, but that ignorant bliss was sublime.
I remember walking out of the exam because you had to stay silent till you fully walked out of the hall. It was like silence, and then yelling like at the top of their voices, and everyone was like, yes, because everyone basically finished the same day. And then everyone was signing shirts, getting Snapchat names, putting Snapchat names all over the shirts and stuff. It was good.
What?
Do you not do that?
No.
You don't sign your shirts?
People sign shirts. What about Snapchat names on it?
Because nobody puts phone numbers, because nobody calls anymore. Not as many people call. So Snapchat, if you're going to talk to someone you want to talk to, it would be Snapchat.
No one was even like putting like no one was swapping contact details.
Oh, it was just like, bye.
No, I think it must just be the valleys, because it's everyone, like, you know where everyone is. Like no one's like it's at the end of GCSE, no one's like gonna be like 12 hours away from you. You're always gonna be like half an hour away from everyone, you know. Like, no one's disappearing after GCSEs. There's no need to like keep in touch, like to try that hard to keep in touch. Like, I still know everyone I did GCSEs with, and I left. I didn't even go to my sixth one. I went to a college in Cardiff because I didn't want to do my A-levels in Welsh, and I still know all of them. I'm still in I'm going to Corfu with them in the summer. I don't know if it's more like where you live, but like there's nothing like that where I am.
At my school, because we have the sixth form, most people just go up to the sixth form unless they really didn't want to or the school didn't want them to. So most of the people I went to secondary with is still in sixth form, but all the people that left, like, they just cut off. Like, I just don't talk to them.
Really?
Not on purpose. It's just like, to be fair, my friendship group stayed in school. All the people that I really talked to stayed in school, so it was like, it was fine. But everyone's really like venturing out.
Yeah, most people from my sixth form left because my school was like, well, it's Welsh, and not everyone wants to do A levels in Welsh. Because if you go to university, you don't want to like have all your A levels in Welsh because then it's gonna be harder for yourself to like learn everything again in English. So it was normal for people to leave my sixth form.
I think everyone's just talking about exams, questions.
Someone taking A levels in computer science, physics, and further maths. I know someone. I'm assuming you're doing maths as well as further maths, because my friend Alan, he's doing exactly that. He got straight A stars and a few A's at GCSE, and then he got straight A's last. He's probably gonna get straight A stars at the end of A levels. He's very smart. Yeah, people who are confident in taking that many numbers tend to be smart. I could not deal with that many numbers.
What? They're asking me is it on YouTube? Is what on YouTube? I don't know what they're saying. Okay, you're just gonna have to ask me, be more specific, Max. I don't know who that is. Okay. Is there any more questions?
I finished A levels today, so I'm very happy, even though I know.
Yeah, but at least you can rest now.
I can. I'm.
Have a good rest. I don't know if you drink tea, but drink some peppermint tea. No, drink peppermint tea. I swear, it's like the best thing ever. Peppermint tea.
I don't like tea.
I don't like tea either. But peppermint tea is something special. Okay, it's relaxing. I like hot chocolate, but that makes me go to sleep.
Hot chocolate is like the only hot drink that I think I don't drink any hot drink apart from hot chocolate. But then I don't really drink hot chocolate. I basically just drink water. I had my massive water glass. I go through like 2 or 3 of these a day.
I don't even drink that much water. I drink this
most. No, it's important. You don't drink water.
You know what? With the hot chocolate, I dip my biscuits in, but once my biscuits are finished, I throw away what's left, and that's usually the whole mug. So I don't actually drink hot chocolate.
The only time I have hot chocolate is over my granny's house, and she makes the best hot chocolate.
Oh my gosh, my great aunt. Yeah, my great aunt makes the best hot chocolate. That's the hot chocolate I actually drink.
I mean, I'm going to have to challenge you there because my granny, in fact, makes the best hot chocolate, so...
I can't say I agree just because I've never tasted it, but we'll have some competition.
Well, you'll just have to take my word for it because I'm not backing down yet.
What type of revision style do you have when it comes to your exams?
I just write out my notes as many times as I can. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. I just sit down and I just do it. I'll spend like an hour a day, 2 hours a day, maybe. It depends like where I am. If it's like I started revising in the half term in September, and then I did like little bits like since September, and then I did nothing from like during the year, and then I got to like exam season, and I started doing like more bulk revision and like more serious revision in preparation for the exam, not just in general. But yeah, my revision is just writing out the notes over and over again, condensing notes and writing notes over and over. I don't like testing myself or using little flip cards or that sort of stuff. It tends to waste my time. I just actually do the knuckle work. I just write things out over and over and over again.
During the year, I write stuff out. During class, you write the notes, then you rewrite them later. And then I use books that my teachers have given me. And so far, I don't have one here. I sticky note it.
Nice.
so you can't even see the information underneath anymore. But yeah, that's what I do. Or I do mind maps, but my mind maps are usually A2. So then I never look at them again after I do them, so they're a bit useless.
So I hate mind maps as well. I can't do mind maps at all.
Yeah, they're actually kind of just. They're only no. I was trying to give a point for why they're useful, but I honestly don't know. Oh, one thing though, media coursework was due today. I finished it yesterday.
It was due today for you?
Yeah. Why? When was it due for you?
Months ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you do it by do you have a due date for each unit or just everything?
We have one piece of coursework.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, okay, no, that's not how it works for us. We have the coursework is broken up into 4 units, 2 last year, 2 this year. It's like the writing stuff, the like preparation before you do the filming of the horror film or the advertisement. Then the second part is actually filming.
Yeah, we have all that stuff, but we do it all at once, basically.
Oh, no, they split up and then give different deadlines for each one.
Really? That's so jammy. That's stupid, that is.
Why?
Because you just like, instead of it being one piece of coursework, you're just doing loads of little assignments.
It's not a little, but each unit has like 20 tasks in it. It's not little.
Yeah, but like, so how many words are you writing?
A lot. A lot.
Do you know how many words?
Task it is, huh?
Do you know how many words though?
No, because the way it is it's like presentations on, for instance, audio visual advertisement, and then it breaks that down into how would you create one. So you'd start by doing a risk assessment, then you would do a production schedule or whatever.
Wait, you have to do a risk assessment?
Yeah, you have to make it up.
Our coursework is a lot less, I guess, practical and more like analytical.
How so?
Where like we talk more about like the theories that go into like the construction of whatever media project it is, and like how they target audiences and how they represent gender or sex, how they represent ethnicity.
Part of it too.
That's been the primary angle we look at it from.
What do I miss most about college/sixth form? What will I miss the most? I think the environment that you're in, you're always able to see someone that you like talking to or have a conversation with your friend, and they're always close by. So you know tomorrow, oh, so-and-so is going to be in, I could talk to her about this. It's always knowing that your friends are there. Whereas when you disperse to uni, you have to start the whole process of making friends again.
I think I'll feel that more when I go to uni, when I get to that point. But right now, because most of my friends either aren't going to university because they can't, or are taking a gap year as well.
Yeah.
Like even my friend who got straight A stars and a few A's, like even like smart ones are still taking a gap year. So it's like I'm not really going to be missing anything, so I'm still going to have all my friends, and like my closest ones are going to be living with me. So like, no, I'm just sort of like, I'm calm about it all, to be honest. But I can appreciate that that's definitely something that'll be missed. I think that's something a lot of people don't realize about like when they're in school, is that there's not going to be another point in their life when they're surrounded by like sometimes 20 of their peers that they've grown up with, and most of whom are their close friends. Like, chances are, in the future, if you ever meet up with your friends again, it's going to be like just 5 of you, and that sounds a bit depressing, really.
You just made me think about it. That's so sad.
It is so sad. I remember being in year 11, and you'd see all the year 7ers in massive groups, like 50 people all in a group, because they just come from primary school. So you've got 50 people, like in groups of just 50 people all over the yard, and then, but it's like pick 3. All the rest will leave you by year 11. You know, because people form their own new groups. You end up with like just a few friends, and then when you leave, then the next stage, then even fewer and fewer and fewer. Life's rough.
Has the same friendship group from year 7 to year 11. I would say like only about one person is like not the same level as the rest of my friends anymore, but I stayed with the same group of people.
So did I. Well, I don't know. The thing is, I'm friends with basically everyone. Like in my year. So like I had like 3 different friendship groups. Like I had like my friends that I was like my closest friends. Then like my friends from primary school that like still my friends to this day. And then like this other group of people that I'm going to Corfu with that came from a different primary, but we're still like only friends with them.
I only know 2 people from primary school that I keep in contact with, and I haven't spoken to one of them in about 4 months.
Really?
Yeah, because after primary school, everyone just divides up. Just divides up. What uni are you going to? Oh, I'm going to University of Bournemouth, I think.
I'm hoping to go to UCL.
UCL?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently the accommodation is expensive though.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be in a lot there.
No, because guess how much the deposit is? I heard people ranting about it on Student Room.
How much? I have no idea. What's that?
£500 deposit for them. That's what I heard though. I don't know if that's true. I just saw it on Student Room.
Yeah.
I don't like Student Room. Student Room just makes me sad.
I don't know what UCL is. It stands for University College London. Just in case people that are in the chat don't know.
I thought you was telling me. I was about to say I actually didn't know that. I actually didn't know that.
I assumed you did know.
No, cause I only know about art schools, art unis. Cause yeah.
I'm either gonna go to UCL or York.
Sorry, Max is saying I'm bullying him. I did not bully him. All I said is I don't understand what he's saying, and I'm not even sure if this is the same Max because I've seen like 3 different Maxes, unless I'm just confused. We all love you, Max. What uni are they referring to? Were they referring to UCL?
I'm not sure that. I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah, because you said UCL and I said the full name. Maybe it was UCL. Ooh. They want us to do physics revision. I don't know physics. I got rejected from physics, so I don't know anything. And as soon as I did the taster course for physics, they said everything you knew about physics is not right. I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? So
I don't think I can remember anything from physics GCSE.
I can't remember anything from GCSE. Absolutely anything. All I remember is the 2 books we read in English. And Pythagoras' theorem.
Someone talking about they've planned their A levels around dropping one like after AS, which is what I did also. I was also doing government and politics. In the first year, I was doing media, English literature, law, government and politics, and the Welsh Baccalaureate, which is something we will have to do in Wales. It's still quite a lot of work, but it's like, I wish we didn't have to do it. I think it still counts as a full A level, like all the universities accept it. And then after the first year, I just dropped government and politics. Now I'm doing like media, English literature and law, and also the Welsh Baccalaureate, which is everyone in Wales does that.
Ooh. This thing was on like 40%, and now it's on 5.
Damn.
I'll just turn down the brightness. This is okay.
I don't think I could manage uni. Studying one area in such depth would simply make me bored and out of my mind. Keeping at it for 3 to 4 years is just scary. Nah, I don't think so. I think that's the thing.
You kind of expect it, so it's not as scary.
Yeah.
And because these people GCSEs, I'm assuming they're GCSEs. Like once you get to A level, it just kind of go down, and it will go down again. So it's not just a sudden. Oh, you're doing one subject. Like it's hard to think at GCSE how many subjects we actually did.
I had 15 GCSEs at the end.
I don't remember how many I had. I just remember it being a lot of them. I did the average amount. I didn't do anything extra. Oh, everyone's saying they wish they finished more. It's okay. You'll finish soon, and then you'll be like, "Woo! I did it."
It'll be good.
Yeah. So everyone shouldn't even worry about it.
Honestly, when you reach our age and you're really old, you won't even remember GCSEs.
Yeah, to be honest, I literally GCSE was such a blur. The only thing I remember doing was revising science all the time, and I didn't even get my A.
All of secondary school is like a blur in my memory now.
Yeah, I just remember my friends and rushing to do homework in break time.
Oh, I remember the funniest moments. That's what I remember. I don't remember anything. I remember barely any of the lessons. I remember the bits in between lessons when you were with your mates on the yard and stuff. And
this is so embarrassing, but I honestly remember in year 11 it was own clothes day, and I decided, oh my gosh, they're serving this in lunch hall. So I ran down the corridor and I fell flat on my face in front of the cafeteria. And all the little younger years looked at me like I was stupid, and my friend stood there laughing at me. She didn't help me get up, and I was still laying on the floor like a whole 30 seconds later, and that was the most embarrassing thing ever. So yeah, that's the year 11 memory.
Wow. Yeah, no. If you're running down the hall in year 11, you deserve that, frankly.
I don't know what food I was running for. It couldn't have been that great.
There you go.
I think we're done now.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then you'll be done. You have a lovely summer.